In the Chinese city of Shanghai, a two-day youth skiing competition on simulators is underway. The event's host, Shanghai Ice and Snow Sports Association, says they're surprised at the turnout and standards seen from the competition's young participants. Weilin Tang has more.
Eyes on the prize. Youths aged 6 to 16 are battling it out on these skiing simulators. The scores depend on how many times they can ski past the borderline on each side within a 2-minute time frame.
Even though I've only spent 8 days learning to ski on a simulator, I've had up to 4 years of experience skiing on real snow. I wanted to feel the difference between both. I'm more inspired to ski on real snow, but that also requires more strength.
I initially gave it a go as I thought it was a fun and thrilling sport. But after having experienced how skiing can make me stronger physically, I think I'll continue doing it for a long time.
Over 100 children are taking part in this competition. Henrik from Germany has been a ski coach for 13 years, 6 of which he has spent in China. He says what has to be compared here is the skill level of the participants living in cities.
Most of them all come from Shanghai, so they have a limited access to the resorts, to the real snow, and I think for this, the level that we see here at the competition today is absolutely astonishing. So they reached a really high level through lots of indoor training, and I think you can barely see that in cities in, for example, Europe. So I would have been very happy when in my childhood I would have the access to centers like this, because skiing and winter sports is a seasonal sport, right? So as soon as the last snow fell, you don't have the training possibility.
Start them young, right, as they say. For a country that's said to be late into the game of winter sports, industry players are capitalizing on the growing popularity of indoor ski simulators clubs like these to host competitions. But a question some may ask is, after the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics, is the popularity of winter sports here to stay?
Whether or not winter sports can be sustained here doesn't depend on the government's support, as the government can only help us so much initially. What's important is for children to truly fall in love with the sport. There are 7 major events, 15 sub-events, and 109 small events in the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics. I believe there's something for everyone within this scope, anything from ice skating to the biathlon. So the key is to expose the children to these various winter sports and allow them to find something they like.
Building a culture and perhaps even customs from within. Weilin Tang, CGTN, Shanghai.